My name is Hawa Ishak Ibrahim. The name of my brand is Jiddss Apparel, and I am a fashion designer. And my brand is all about African fashion, making beautiful dresses with African prints, mostly traditional wears. And though we do contemporary though, but little, just little bit of it, more of the African stuff. I had always wanted to be a fashion designer. And that had been since when I was 16 years. I had this dream of being a tailor, but it never came to reality until I could say 2017-18 when I officially became a fashion designer. But I had always had this dream of owning a fashion brand and people wearing my designs on with my name on it. Yes. The feeling of satisfaction. I get this satisfaction from knowing that I'm doing something that is benefiting people. So once I get to see my designs on someone, I feel this fulfilled, yes, I made it. And that is the most enjoyable thing I have about entrepreneurship. The hardest about entrepreneurship is a lot, but I'm going to try and summarize. It is hard. Everything is hard because you have to be patient, you have to be resilient, you have to be consistent. So being an entrepreneurship is hard on its own. So let me say the fact that you have to brainstorm, bring new ideas, new things into reality is the most hardest part of it. In fashion brand, I would love to say Metaphor. He's a fashion designer, and I think he's based in Lagos. And anytime I see his designs on Instagram, I'll be like, oh wow, yes, this is someone I want to be like. And I hope to meet him someday. I think Metaphor, something like that, but that is my biggest inspiration. Toughest time I had in my whole history of entrepreneurship is the time that I had to choose between coming out from my mother's parlor where I was running my business and everything, taking the risk of having my own outlet. So it was one of the most toughest decisions because you have to put into a lot into consideration, a lot like where you're going to stay, the rent, the maintenance, the staffing and everything. I was like, okay, should I continue being in my mother's parlor and enjoying the free rent, free electricity and everything that I don't need to pay? Or should I come out and just take the risks and see how the journey goes? Yes, but I would say that with prayers, with determination, I overcome the fear and here I am. Yes, I have one. They say customer is the king. But sometimes as an entrepreneur, you have to know your boundaries and set your boundaries because you are also a human being and you need to take care of yourself. Self-care is very important in entrepreneurship because that would enable you to push forward and do a lot of things. So you need to create boundaries as the entrepreneur and towards your customer. So I believe the customer is the king, but not always. So once we have the time where customer is trying to give you that stress, please just gently find a way. And if it is for you to even be like, okay, fine, seriously, we need that so much. So that's one thing I believe in, and I still agree and disagree too. Yeah. 3 most important habits to be a successful entrepreneur. Number 1, pray. You need to be prayerful. Involve God and involve Allah in your endeavors as an entrepreneur. Just involve God. That's the first thing. And then the second is consistency. It's very hard to do, but you need to be consistent. And you have to be determined to take risk. You have to be determined to take risk. You have to be determined to push forth. You have to be determined to cry, laugh, be happy, be sad. That's just all about entrepreneurship. Those 3 things: prayers, consistency, and determination. Okay, for upcoming entrepreneurs, I would tell you that entrepreneurship is not a bed of roses. Today, it's going to be fun, happy, joyous, and tomorrow it's going to be hard to the extent you ask yourself, why did you venture into it? So the truth is, you need to be determined in everything you're doing, and you need to have the zeal, the passion to be able to push forward. Entrepreneurship is not an easy thing. Let me put this thing in broken. Entrepreneurship no be beans. That's just the honest truth. So you need to be determined that yes, you're going into it, and because you love what you're doing, you want to make money out of it, and you want to benefit, you want it to benefit people. So with that, I'm very sure that your journey through entrepreneurship is not going to be smooth, but it's also not going to be a very bad one.